Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we're going to take a look at the LEGO Ideas Pirates of Barracuda Bay. This set is numbered 21322. It is for ages 16 and up, and it includes 2,545 pieces of LEGO awesomeness. I happen to be a very big fan of LEGO Pirates. I remember playing with them back in the early 90s. So having the Pirates back again in 2020, it really has a lot of nostalgia for me. I did pick some up in 2015 when they offered those great sets, but this set is definitely something special, and as you can see, it's a little bit of a couple of things. It's a LEGO pirate ship and a LEGO island all offered in one set, and you can take the ship apart, make it part of the island, and put the ship back together. It's very cool, and we're going to demonstrate that in this video. And as you can see, that there's a lot going on with this set. It comes with multiple pirates, some of which you'll remember from back from the early 90s, and a couple of them are some new characters as well. So there's definitely a lot of awesome things happening here. And it's a LEGO Ideas set, so kudos to the fans that submitted it, and I think you guys did a great job on this. I would also like to thank LEGO for providing this set for review. I greatly appreciate that. So as you can see, this is the front of the box. It gives you a really good idea of what the set looks like. And let's move it a little bit closer for you guys. There's so much detail going in here, and when it's put together, we're going to demonstrate that, take a really close look at it. But as you can see, there's just so much detail happening here, and you can see all that detail down here as well. It's just astonishing what today's LEGO sets look like. As far as detail, it's much more sophisticated than it was back in the early 90s. And I happen to love it. So, as you can see, you get a better look at all the LEGO minifigures that are included throughout the set. There's even a skeleton in a tiny little prison here, which we're going to take a look at. And here's a look at the back of the box. The back of the box gives you a look at some of the features, some of the things that the set can do on the right there. And it gives you another look, more of an enhanced look at the set without all that fancy artwork. And it also demonstrates the ship broken apart here with the island down here, and the ship snapped back together in 3 different pieces. And here's a closer look at the set. You can see all the figures placed around it. It looks great. I can't wait to put it together, have it in hand, play with it a bit. This is a phenomenal set, and there's so much detail going on here. Here's an even closer look. You got the captain. You got so much detail happening through and through. You got a little boat there with a shark. There's just a lot going on here. And here's a closer look at some of the details on the right side here. You see the captain's quarters there. A couple of pirates. The cannon. There's a couple of pirates in the boat running from the shark. And there's a look at the inn. And here's a closer look at what I was talking about, the pirate ship broken apart, taken off the island as shown, and it's put back together, and it's going to look like that, which I think is a very cool feature. No other pirate set has ever been like this. So it's just amazing how they designed this. And up on top, there's also a look at the pirate figures that are included. And here's a look at the book. It's just one book for this entire set as opposed to two that's usually offered in sets this size. But as you can see, it's pretty thick. Whole lot of pages going on here. And I, for one, can start building this. And I'm going to start looking at some of the interiors of this, giving you guys a look at all this. If you need more time to read, just pause the video. But what I want to look at are all these fancy pictures here. Enough with the words, let's get to the pictures. So the artwork here is phenomenally done. I think they did a great job on it. And this here, I believe this is the guy who designed it. And he lives in Madrid. So there's a closer look at him. Pablo is his name. Well done, Pablo. You created an awesome set here. And this is a Q&A with the author. So pause the video if you need more time. You probably do need a lot of time because it's a pretty extensive interview. And this is more information going on here. Again, pause the video. And this is about the captain, Captain Redbeard. And about his crew. And here's some pictures, some nicely done drawings of them. All right, next up, it's instructions how to take it apart, information about the apps, and as you can see, it's pretty extensive going on here. There's definitely a lot of pieces required to build something like this together, as you can see. A lot of steps involved. And there's another look of it all put together. So what I'm going to do now is start putting this thing together, and then we're going to do a full in-hand review and everything and talk about it a bit. So hang on, guys. Also, before we move on, I forgot to show you guys the back of the book. The back of the book gives you another look at the set. Do you like this Lego Idea set? They want feedback. And when you turn it over, this is a very nice little bonus back here. This gives you a look at the classic 90s set, along with the look at this brand new one for 2020. I love it when they do comparison things like that. I think it's very cool. So I'm going to get started on this set. It's going to take me a few minutes, I think, something like that. And then let's get this review started. All right, and here's the first step of completion of the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. As you can see, it's huge, it's massive, it's beautiful, and it's the most complex pirate set of all time. This took a while to build. As you can see, it's pretty complex. All three of the parts of the ship are on the island, and you connect it to the island. The island is made up of two parts, so it splits off at the center there, and you can put it back together. There are 8 pirate minifigures, including the classic Redbeard minifigure, which you see right over there on the platform there to your left. Besides Captain Redbeard, some additional minifigures include Lady Anchor, Robin Loot, and the twins Port and Starboard. It also includes a shark, a pig, 2 parrots, 3 crabs, 2 frogs, and 2 skeleton figures, which are placed throughout the set, which we're going to take a closer look at. So let's kick off with taking a look at the raft right there in front. And here's a closer look at the raft with both the pirate brothers there. You also see the shark, which is right there, which a hinged mouth. These are great little additions to the set. They definitely did a nice job on it. Both have been previously offered with other sets, such as Lego Pirates, things like that. But it's got the little pirate flag in the back, and it can hold between 2 to 3 figures. And there's another look at it, holding 3 figures there. You see Captain Redbeard in the back there, the 2 pirate brothers in the front, and another look at the shark, which looks great. You can see the pirate in the middle there holding the oars. But the set comes with additional oars, which another pirate figure can use. And those oars are displayed somewhere on the island there. All right, let's take a look at some of the details of the island itself. You see the Josie's Inn sign on the top there in blue, which looks great. You see various pirates placed around there, including the front of Josie's Inn. There's also a cannon right here, which is just on wheels. So this cannon and the other 2 cannons offered in the set can be moved around to your liking. Right here is one of the crabs that I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, as far as additional minifigures and characters that come offered in this set. There's also various palm trees, things like that, with coconuts in there, which you can see in the back there. You see the coconuts hidden behind the leaves there. The 2 pirate figures up on top we're going to take a look at, but just this section here. So let's move this pirate figure. So you see the doorway to the inn there, which looks really good. There's even a keyhole in there, just no key included, but you can open that as shown. And I know it's kind of dark in there, but we're going to take a closer look because there's a lot of interior detail in there that is really just phenomenal. But that door can open there. And here's a closer look at the top. You see the 2 pirate minifigures. You see the cannon, which once again, it's on wheels. So you can move it around as shown. You can put it on the side. Back here is that, whatever you like. And here's a side view. You see the parrot, which is right there. You see the prison with the skeleton inside. So you just need to open this up as shown, and that skeleton can come out. There's also another skeleton on the other side, and we'll take a look at that as well. Up here, there are various cases where you can place accessories to your liking, and there's even a barrel with some swords and stuff like that in there. 3 swords total. And here's a look at the side of the base here. This thing here has a face on it, and it's a little loose, but it doesn't, you can't lift it up or anything. The shark I put here just for fun, and gotta move this very carefully. There's even some various pieces on the back here, which we'll take a closer look at once we look at the back of this. But you see the crab, you see various other things. And here's a look at the other side of the island. You see a lot of detail here, such as a few more lanterns. You see a pig in the background there. You see the front of the pirate ship. And you see where it's, you see the opening right there. We'll take a closer look at that. Pirate Captain Redbeard is on top there. You see the deck. You see a couple of the animals, such as the frog, things like that. And there's a look at some of the crates with some fruit, stuff like that back there. There's a banana, a pineapple. There's also a loaf of bread, which you see there. Those are loose fitting, so you can take them out. You can place them wherever you like. You also see the frog there right in front. All right, hidden back there is the other skeleton, which I mentioned. He has a hat on, and there's several other accessories around him that you can see there. They did a very nice job on this. The hat looks great. There's a closer look at the pig. All right, let's look at this top portion here. The wheel to the pirate ship hangs in the front like this, as this is the first stage in the building this set, which later on you can remove this and the wheel would go up there, which I'm going to show you guys later on in the video. But you also see the top portion here, a pirate figure. You see another cannon, and there's even a few more accessories, which we'll take a closer look at. And here's a closer look at one of the highest points of the ship, the bird's eye view. And there's even a pirate minifigure there holding a scope. And there's a look at the top. You see the flag up there with the little one to the left. And here's another look at the side of this. You see the pirate minifigure in the back there. Another look at the cannon. And just to give you guys a look at the side of the ship and everything. And here's a look at the sails all rolled up. You even see the rope, which is connected to the post. Several of the posts there. And here's another closer look for you guys at the side. All right, here's a look at the front of the ship. You see the sail is rolled up here. You see the golden woman, which is part of the front of the ship design. There's even 4 ropes that are connected to her and to the ship, as shown here. These can move a tiny bit, but they're not really articulated or anything. You even see some of the front of the details, such as the windows there. And here's a closer look at it. You see the woman has articulated arms, just like any other Lego minifigure. But the legs are just this big bottom base here. Here's another look at the ropes, things like that. And here's a look at the back. On this view, you get to see some of the interior details of the ship, such as the inn and the sleeping quarters, the kitchen, various accessories down here as well. You also see the back of the prison, which is up here. The door to the captain's chamber, which is up here. And there's a closer look for you guys. You see the oars hanging up there. And from this angle, you can even see the skeleton with his hat on. That's the back there. And up here is the kitchen. You see pots and pans, bottles, various other cooking utensils. On the right there, you even see a fish. And over here, you get to see the sleeping quarters, There are 2 beds there. There's a nightstand there. And on the wall there, there's a candle, a feather pen, and a hat. And here's a look at the front of the palm trees there, as well as a look at this side of the island. There's the face once again, the shark. There's a lot of details here, so take a moment to really enjoy. All right, here's a look at some of the interiors of the ship down here. This is the other side where the beds are, and you have to lift up the floor here to really look inside. But on this side, you see an envelope, you see a candle that's lit with fire there, and on this other side here, you see a bit of a bar as well. And there's a better look at the bar. You can see it better on this side here. So all kinds of glasses, things like that. All right, so this floor here is removable, and underneath is the captain's private room here. You see a chair, you see a table, you see a treasure chest with a mug right on top there. On this side here, you see various other accessories there. And if you move the desk over by 1, you can put the bed down as shown. And here's a look at the other side of the captain's room here. You see a bust with a white head and a torso of a figure. All right, so that covers the first portion of the video. Going back to the instruction book, you see right here the island complete, everything. The next step is to detach all 3 ships, remove the sails that are rolled up, add these sails, and that's a diagram of all 3 ships removed from the island there. And you can also remove accessories added to the ship from the island as shown. Various accessories such as crates and stuff like that. This piece here, which was removed before I started the video, goes back on here. These pieces here can be detached and added to the ship. And there's a look. It's the same ordeal here. Remove these pieces. There's a look at the sails. And there's a look there. You see how it's being removed. So this is the wheel that I mentioned in the video. This is removed from where it was hanging and placed right there. So once you do all that, you can start bag number 15, which is just a very small bag, but it gives you a few more steps to do. So what do you say we get started with that? All right, as I'm detaching the pieces and everything, I forgot to show you guys one little key detail, the hidden pirate chest, which is right here, hidden at the center of the island once you split it apart. And there's another look at the chest. The chest hides right in there, and it can be pushed in pretty far. And if you can't get it out, you need to lift up the set and just have it fall out. That's the easiest way to take it out. All right, there's your closer look at the island. You can see all 3 ships are removed, and you can get an idea what it looks like without the ships. It looks much plainer, a lot less detail, as the ships compose most of the detail in the set. The island is more basic. There's various decks and a couple of staircases, 3 palm trees, things like that. various accessories around the water, the shark, everything like that. And there's a look at the back. You can see where the ships, parts of the ships once were. One was right here, one was right on top there. So again, it's a lot less detailed in this form, but it's still a great looking set even without the ships on there. There's plenty of room for something else. And there's a closer look. Once again, it looks great even without the ships on there. There's still a lot of options to display it. And here's another angle I haven't shown you before. Once again, it looks great. There's the fruit and crates that I mentioned earlier on in the video. Various other details around there. Now let's move on to the ship. So you see the 3 different sections of the ship, and I still haven't put it together to give you guys an idea what it looks like, the 3 different parts there. The front, the middle, and the back. You also see the sails, which are extended up on top there. And there's another look at all 3 segments of the ship. You see the side there. And there's a look at the other side. So what I'm going to do now is connect the back half and the middle portion of the ship here. You see these 2 black pegs sticking out there. So what you're going to do is you're just going to very carefully snap it in like there. Should have heard a snap. And the front half here, you're going to see these ball joints right here. Right there. And just like that. So you should have heard 2 snaps there. And once you hear the snaps, you have the pirate ship put together here. Again, it looks phenomenal. Just look at all that incredible detail on the side there. And let's give you guys a look. Let's spin this around. So it's pretty much identical on both sides, with the exception this side here has the anchor. And of course, let's take a look at the back. All right, so again, the ship is put together, everything's connected, and you see on the top here, all of the accessories, all the details spread around the ship. Just for fun, I put the little skeleton that was in the prison right over there. So here's a look at the other side. You see there's 2 cannons there. Various other accessories. This part spins right here, and you should be able to see that on camera. The anchor lowers down as it spins, and to get it back up, that's how to do that. And then the anchor would just plug into the port right here on the side, get it to stand in place. And up here, you see the wheel. This actually spins. The wheel was originally hanging from back here that I showed you earlier on in the video. And there's also a cannon here. And as we covered previously, this part lifts up. And inside here is the quarters to the pirate captain, which we already covered. All right, so I went ahead and loaded up the ship with the pirate minifigures. And as you can see, this is a great looking set. There's a lot of detail here. There's a lot of different ways to display these figures. You can put them anywhere. You can even put them inside. The floor here lifts up so you can access some of the interior details as well. And you can access the captain's quarters through the door here and by lifting up this section up here. So you see all these minifigures here placed around the ship. And you see some more up here as well. The guy holding the steering wheel there. The captain. Well, you can't see him there. Let's turn it this way. There's your look at the captain opening his door from his quarters. And here's a closer look at all 8 pirate minifigures that are included. Again, there are 2 skeleton and several other figures such as the shark and various other animals on the island there. But these are the 8 pirate figures that come with the set, 2 of which have different facial expressions on the back of their head there, which includes these 2 guys right here. So I just went ahead and switched the faces to show you guys, as I've been showing you with the other face throughout the review. So overall, this is an amazing set. Definitely worth picking up. I had some of the originals from 89, early 90s. And this brings back a lot of really good memories from early childhood, things like that. Whether or not you had the sets, definitely recommend it. Captain Redbeard is a classic Lego minifigure. You definitely should have him in your collection regardless. This is an amazing set for pretty much any Lego fan, especially now that we're all living in quarantine. I know Lego sets are becoming more and more popular. It gives you something to do while you're stuck at home. So make the time, buy it, build it, put it together. It's definitely worth having. It's so many fun features, so many different ways to display it. It's just an amazingly put together set. I definitely would recommend it to anyone. This set is available now at the Lego store, so make sure to pick it up. You can purchase it through toyhapusa.com under purchase. Under the written portion and above the photo gallery of this review, you'll see purchase and a link to Lego Shop. Thank you so much again to Lego for sending this along for review. Greatly appreciate that. I am Anthony Scott of toyhapusa.com. Thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, enjoying the set as I've been enjoying putting it together and showing you guys all the features and everything that the set offers. As I'm looking at it, I may have forgotten to show you guys that these things open up and you see the window back there, but you can't really see anything inside. So again, buy it. You won't regret it. It's an amazing set. So many great features. Pays great homage to the original 89 set. And especially if you were building Lego Pirates back in the early 90s, this set is for you. So thank you again for spending your time watching the video. Please check out the written portion and photo gallery of this review. We would greatly appreciate that. I am Anthony Scott of toyhapusa.com. Thank you so much again for watching, and stay tuned for more coverage.